Man, I am ready for this season to be over. I feel like I'm starting every video that way, and it's getting me really, really frustrated. This time, it's coming because of comments that DJ Reed made. So let's hop into that. Following the Jets' 40-14 loss to the Buffalo Bills, officially capsized cornerback DJ Reed thought back to what ran through his mind when the Jets were 0-0 instead of 4-12. I was going to have 10 picks, Reed said. We were going to be elite. I thought that we'd be up in the score late in games and teams would have to throw the ball, and I'm going to make plays on the ball. The utopia never transpired at any point. Instead, players cannot shelve their Jets gear fast enough. Asked if he wants to be around next season, Reed shakes his head. I'm ready to go to free agency, bro. I'm ready to see what's next for me. And I have a really hard time, being upset with DJ Reed. Of course, I don't really want to hear him vocalize it because I don't want to, feel like the locker room is as bad as it was, but there's a reason why Sauce said he thinks players are quitting. There's a reason why, the undisciplinedness of this team, the stupid amount of penalties, this team just is not focused at all. Part of this is, the expectations being so high and just crumbling down. I don't think Reed isn't trying. I don't think Sauce was talking about Reed necessarily. And it just goes to show you how this losing culture impacts players and their ability to want to continue playing for a franchise that just doesn't seem to take winning very seriously. And when you have Brick Johnson and Woody Johnson making all these stupid, butting in decisions, it just feels like we're trying to push a boulder uphill. It's really, really frustrating. DJ Reed having himself not the best season. Last year was definitely a better year for DJ Reed. The defensive line regressed. That means the secondary kind of takes a step back. He's got 13 penalties on the year, which is actually third in the NFL. One of the most penalized players in the league. The Jets had opportunities to win. There's a little bit of me that's DJ Reed, you had an opportunity. We've had, I think it was 6 fourth quarter leads, and we blew all of them. There's just no there is some level of fault that has to be put on the secondary. Even though the secondary is performing really well, the defense regressed so much. It's just such a disappointment. And it whether it's Old Brick talking about Hassan Reddick and how he's one of the strongest guys he's been around or whatever the quote was. And then you got, Rodgers tapping himself out of a game. The mentality sucks. Garrett Wilson potentially talking about wanting a trade off the team if Aaron Rodgers comes back. I just want a team that I'm proud of, and I don't blame players for not wanting to be here. Hall, Sauce, Reed, Garrett, all these guys came from winning programs in college, and to have this much losing in such a consistent fashion here, it wears on people. It's wearing on fans. I'm not gonna lie. There's been times I'm well, maybe Woody will go back to London and we don't have to worry about this damn team. And it's a get out of jail free card and the whole team moves to London and then I can just wash my hands clean. That's where I've been as a fan. I have been so disengaged. I love this team and I hate this team. It's the passion of being a fanatic, a fan of this damn team. And it's just, I feel I have better stuff to do. And I want to spend time with my family. I want to spend time, I want to enjoy things. I want to be stressed about the good and the bad. I don't feel stressed. I feel hollow. I feel there's a lot of fans checked out. I feel the players are checked out. I mean, clearly Reed's tapping out. Not necessarily that he's given up on the season, but he's ready to be done. Quincy had a really good comment talking about how the tape we put out there, coaches, scouts, whatever, they're not going to be looking at what the score was, what your record was. They're going to be looking at how much effort you put on each part of your tape. So I'm hoping guys kind of go that route. But it goes to show you just how much winning means. If you are one of those fans that are saying, okay, I want to tank the 2025 season to get a quarterback in next year's draft class, I understand because I'm definitely feeling that kind of way right now. I don't necessarily want to trade up for a quarterback. I don't want to reach for a quarterback necessarily, but that's one more year of this compounded losing that I feel drags on. So is there another option for the Jets at quarterback that might help turn this around for the players that are still here beyond this offseason? Is it a trade for J.J. McCarthy to maybe spark something from a quarterback class that we just, didn't draft a quarterback in, where J.J.'s might be the top quarterback in this draft class? Do you give up a big pick for that? Do you bring in a stopgap like a Justin Fields who might have a little bit more of a connection with a Garrett Wilson or a Jeremy Ruckert, potentially a Mike Vrabel who's an Ohio State guy? Maybe that's who winds up coming in. Or do you run it back with Tyrod and Travis? Do you go out and, I don't know, there's Jameis Winston, it could be an option. Like, what makes players have fun? What makes winning happen? Like, I could almost wrap my head around, like, a not so great season next year if it meant the players and the team was in a good headspace. And I feel like Aaron Rodgers taking himself out of games, always blaming someone, the throw to Yeboah, he's bitching up a storm. He could have hit him, could have had a touchdown. Like, why do I could hit that throw? It feels like Rodgers has sucked the life out of this team. And it's not just him, it's the owner, it's poor coaching. It's like the disconnect between ownership and coaching is just so there. Like, you can feel it. The whole fan base can feel it. And then it gets you frustrated because, like, DJ Reed, I've felt since the beginning of the season that DJ Reed was one of those players that we'd hold on to through the year and let walk at the end of the season. And then when we started going downhill and we got towards the trade deadline, I'm thinking, like, well, shit, maybe we should probably trade DJ Reed because he can go have fun elsewhere. We can get some draft picks that's going to help us. But we weren't mathematically eliminated by that point. Now, Washington, they came calling, asking for DJ Reed. They wound up trading for Marshawn Lattimore. They gave up like a third, a fourth, and a sixth. Jets could have had something like that. Instead, we're going to lose him. I don't know what kind of contract he's going to sign. You figure they just get some kind of comp pick in 2026. But you could have got picks that helped you this year. I don't know. It really sucks. I want to be proud of my team. I want to be engaged with this team. And it really hurts. It sucks. It really sucks. So, guys, I'm interested to hear from you. What do you think about DJ Reed's comments? How do you feel about this season? Is there hope for next year? Who do you want our quarterback to be? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets. People are making free money betting on sports, making thousands every month. The secret, they're using OddsJam. OddsJam isn't just another betting app. It's turning the entire system in your favor. Here's how. OddsJam uses a strategy called arbitrage, finding odds differences across sports books. You bet both sides, and no matter what the outcome is, you will profit. Here's an example. If you put $500 on Boise State to win on FanDuel and $335 on their opponent, San Francisco, on DraftKings, you're guaranteed to make $50 win or lose. It's that simple. With the OddsJam mobile app, you'll get real-time alerts on these opportunities every day. People are making thousands monthly. And to get you started, use code JETSTALK for 35% off and a 7-day free trial. I guarantee you'll profit during the trial. And if you don't, cancel. With one click, no questions asked. Don't leave money on the table. Go to oddsjam.com, use code JETSTALK, and start making money the smart way.